Good evening, guys. So I just decided I'm going to do a video series basically about my own personal journey and kind of sharing some of the experiences along the way. So this one is around kind of self-awareness, and if I look back around 2012, 2013, I started to kind of look at myself and kind of, I suppose, go at it in terms of self-development. So reading books around self-help, psychology, starting meditation, different practices, eating healthier. And it was all this kind of, I suppose, uncovering of how good I could feel. And generally, it comes from a place of not really feeling good in your own skin, more often than not. So I suppose the whole point of this video and the kind of following videos, and the same thing with any of the work I do, whether it be blog posts, self-expression, something, quotes, whatever it is, it's just this means of expressing myself and kind of sharing snippets from my life. So when I look at self-awareness now and when I'm talking to people about it, it's almost this overview or this stepping back from yourself and kind of starting to understand yourself on a deeper level. So in terms of, even if you look at yourself in terms of your personality, in terms of your different patterns and conditioning, and then also looking at your emotions and physically how you feel, and starting just to kind of really go into yourself and understand what's happening. Because even with, let's call them symptoms. So a symptom or a sign could be something such as an emotion. It could be a thought, whether negative or positive. It could be a physical sensation in the body. And each of them are giving you information to what's happening, because what the body wants, what the whole being wants, is just balance. And I remember starting out, I think, even with meditation, it was like, someone recommended to me, I think they give me a book, and then I downloaded a Headspace app. And the first while, I didn't have a clue what meditation was. And I used to lie down on my bed. I was living in England at the time. And I just used to put on the Headspace app and fall asleep. And that was it. That was just the practice for the time being. I wouldn't allow myself to sit down and go into it. So that kind of developed as it went on. But the whole point of it was that as I started to look at different options or look at ways to actually understand myself, things started to happen. I started to feel better in myself. And the result of the last 6 or 7 years is just feeling more content or happier in my own skin, is the simplest way I put it. And I suppose, even looking forward from that point of view, if I was back then, I would never imagine that I was going to be doing this work in helping people understand themselves. And that's kind of everything that I do with work is an extension of what I do myself. So it's all the kind of methods, all different things or experiences I've had that I share with people, and that I've been blessed to have in my life. So it's just a way of helping people connect with themselves. And I was reading a book earlier actually, and the lady was on about kind of creative visualization. Shakti Gawan is the woman who wrote it, and she talks about almost this law of attraction. So there's 3 things that are necessary for it. And the first one is that you know what you want. So that you truly desire something. So whether that's a state of mind, whether that's something materially, an emotional thing, a relationship, whatever it is, that you really desire something different. And then the second one is that you believe it's possible. So she talks about starting small, because it will create less resistance in the mind. It'll kind of, I suppose, start to groove that pattern, for a person. And then the third one is to allow. So it's allow and kind of accept it into your life if it actually comes up. So the reason I bring that up is it's the same thing with self-development, self-awareness, whatever you want to call it, going on your own personal journey. There has to be this desire to understand yourself deeper. And that would only really happen if you felt on a deeper level that there's something more, that you possibly could have a better relationship with yourself. And that's how I started out. It was this yearning or this kind of desire just to experience something different and to see what was possible. And over the years, it's just been layer by layer, and it's still going on. I have tons to learn and tons of experiences to have, and it's all good. But it's just, I suppose, the same thing as the purpose of this video. It's just to kind of share insights into my own life, because they're the best examples I have, because they're my experiences. And then also to share different aspects of the work I do, or not even work, experiences I had over the years, whether it be travel, meeting people, different things in meditative states or whatever it is. So I just wanted to start off with this video and really just to talk about self-awareness from that bigger perspective of simply understanding yourself and having an awareness of the possibility in your life, and also having an awareness of what's already in your life, and to start to acknowledge and appreciate that. And I suppose the first thing is just having the desire to go on a journey. Everyone is on a journey anyway, but if you're consciously choosing to kind of, I'm not going to say accelerate the journey, but to really go all in on a journey in a certain sense, then things happen in a very positive way. And it's just, I haven't seen anyone who's gone on the journey who's had an overall negative experience, because as you grow, as you develop, as you increase your awareness, then you can't really unsee it. So for example, if one of the hardest things for you is self-expression and speaking your truth, then as you go on a journey and develop it, whatever it is, it might be personal development courses, it might be going to a therapist, it could be anything and everything, it could be writing. Then as you develop your voice and you start to recognize that, number one, you have a voice, and two, it has something that's worth saying, or you have something worth saying, then once you start speaking from that place of your truth, then the experience is a very strong one, and it's almost this experience of confidence for the first time. Now, when you've had experiences in your life, it's next to impossible to completely cover them up, to forget about them. And that's the point. The point is, once you embark on a journey, you can't go back. You can forget about it for a while, but you can never really go back. You can never really cover it up. The mind will try, but it's not going to take you back to that place. So this video, just the start of the series and just this project, and I'm just going to see where it goes with it. And yeah, it's something I really wanted to do for a while. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, any comments, let me know.